It snowed yesterday. Honestly, as an Australian being here in Canada, it's just an absolute dream come true to see something like this. I've never seen this before in my entire life. I was just praising God and thanking him so much for everything he's given us, because for us it's just it's just a dream. Yeah, so wonderful. Why don't we record some vocals so we've at least got the bare bones of the song with the vocals in there, and then we can start adding other random stuff. I'm gonna stay on the 57 for now. It's plugged in, just easier to record everything on that. So we got signal, hello, 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 hello. I mentioned earlier that I wanted to rewrite the lyrics for the verses because I felt that they were just too abstract and they weren't really telling much of a story. Once I got the hook for the chorus and I knew the chorus was gonna be, I've given up wondering, I've given up wondering. So that was like the main theme of the song, like giving up wondering. I was exploring what could I give up wondering about. I had a couple of different thoughts of concepts in my mind. So I thought one idea could be to give up wondering about if you're in a relationship and you're worried about what the other person might do, if they're going to leave you, are they going to betray you, whatever. Are you wondering about that? And I was like, it's not really where I am in life. And yeah, I want this to be kind of more authentic. So the other idea I had was giving up wondering about past regrets and past mistakes in your life and things that you maybe wish that you could have changed and things that you constantly think about, which is something I do quite a bit. Yeah, so I thought that might be the better option. And I tried to write lyrics that are much more relatable and storytelling. Here's what we come up with.
If I aced my grades, would my dad have stayed? Degree, would he be proud of me?
All right, let's listen to what that sounds like.
If I aced my grades, would my dad have stayed? If I had a degree, would he be proud of me?
All right, good enough for now. Let's go and double track that.
Would he be proud of me?
So what do both of these sound like in context?
If I aced my grades, would my dad have stayed?
Let's move on to the second verse because I'm gonna have to turn the gain of the mic preamp down a little bit when I sing I'm giving up wondering, because I'm just gonna be singing that a little bit louder. So we'll move on to the second verse when I sing the soft parts again. Okay, I don't have any chords in the first 4 bars of the second verse. So what I'm gonna do is record the second verse vocals over the first verse and then just drop them into the second verse.
Tommy didn't use, would he be on the news? If I could have made him stop, if I could have made him stop, would he still be here with us?
All right, and then the double track.
Would he still be here with us?
All right, and then I'm gonna paste these into the second verse. All right, I can delete these. Now we can do the Given Up Wondering. So I'm gonna just turn this down a tad.
I'd have stayed, given up wondering. I've given up wondering now. I've given up wondering now.
Next track.
Given up wondering now.
All right, what does that sound like? Okay, I need to sing that like 1 million times better.
Given up wondering. I've given up wondering now.
Better, 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 better.
I've given up wondering now.
All right, let's see what that sounds like.
Would my dad have stayed? I've given up wondering. I've given up wondering now.
Let me do the second verse.
I've given up wondering. I've given giving up wondering now.
I'm annoying myself so much with these random bits of talking. Delete, double track.
I've given up wondering now.
Now I'm going to record the chorus vocal. That one was super breathy. Let's not do that again. Actually, the breathiness is nice when you layer it with other ones that aren't so breathy. So let me try one more breathy and then we'll do some less breathy ones. Good enough for now. So let's just add the I've given up wonderings to that chorus. Actually, that's right, I came up with this other idea I want to try. So instead of I've given up wondering, instead of that repeating, I'm going to try like giving up, and I'm giving up, and I'm giving up. And so if I want the wondering, I might put that on a separate track and mix it a little bit differently. So.
Wondering now. Now I'm giving up wondering now.
Let us see what that sounds like.
I'm sick of giving up, but I can give it up. Now I'm giving up wondering now.
That's cool. Let's do the second chorus.
Now I'm giving up wondering now.
All right, so that's like a double chorus there. Let me just do the double track.
Giving up wondering now.
All right, and let me just do my R's.
Now I'm giving up wondering now.
All right, let's hear what we got.
I've given up wondering now. I'm sick of giving up, but I can give it up. Now I'm giving up wondering now.
Okay, so it's sounding all right. I'm kind of wondering if it might be good to have still some sort of high guitar part in the chorus, because the guitars feel like they lose a bit of something when it gets to the chorus. If you just listen to this.
I've given up wondering. I've given up wondering now. I'm sick of
Yeah, let me just try for now, just copying and pasting this, which I never like to copy and paste, but just to hear what it will sound like.
wondering now. I'm sick of giving up, but I can give it up. Now I'm giving up.
Okay, cool. So I like that rhythm. I like the da 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 da. But there's a clashing note in the guitars. So if we listen, yes, I don't want to have that this note here. I don't want that. So if I can find another note to use. I accidentally played the wrong chord at the end there, but that kind of sounded cool. Let me see how that sounds.
I'm giving up wondering now.
Nope. No, I don't like it. Guitar's super out of tune again. Let's hear what that sounds like.
I've given up wondering now. I'm sick of giving up, but I can give it up.
I just don't like what's happening with these guitars on the 5 chord. Yeah, so I'm wondering if that can just repeat there, so.
But I can give it up. Now I'm giving up wondering now.
Maybe we don't go to that high
Giving up wondering.
F, like. Okay, let's try this, let's try this. So what I'm doing here is instead of going, which is just like a standard major triad, I'm going, so it's like the 1, the 2, and the 4, essentially. So 4, 5, 5. Yeah, it makes it easy to play as well, which I like. Yeah. Let's hear how that sounds.
Wondering now, I'm sick of giving up, but I can give it up. And now I'm giving up, wondering now.
I kind of like that. Let me see if I can get some really nice takes now. All right, awesome. So that's that chorus. Now we get to the super long chorus. Yeah, so cool. I like having that extra guitar in the chorus just to keep that rhythm that's in the verse going, and it creates this cool syncopation between the two guitar parts. So that's pretty much all the guitars and I guess the vocals and the structure of the song. Yeah, I might have a look at the piano next and see if there's something I can add with that. Do you want to come and have a listen? So, listen. Yeah, so that's basically like the verse and chorus.
Yeah, I like everything, but not the lyrics.
You don't like the lyrics?
The lyrics are like
They're like more meaningful though than like.
meaningful, but it's so basic.
Yeah, but that's what but I know. But I think, but I think the difference. I think it's like because like that's what I was going for, because the first ones were like too. Okay, so I showed the new lyrics to my wife, and she said that she liked them, but she felt like they were too direct and too simple and boring and not poetic enough for this type of music. And she felt like this type of music needed to be more dreamy lyrics and more abstract and floaty and kind of like what I was originally thinking. And she's right. So I went back and rewrote more lyrics, and so I'm gonna record those new lyrics now and see how they sound. Lyrics.
Is this a mistake? Can it be a race? I've given up wondering. I've given up wondering now. I'll hark into your voice, telling me to stay.
That third line was a bit poop.
Hark into your voice.
Nope, still bad.
I'll hark into your voice,
Let's do a double track.
telling me to stay.
Okay, and now let's go to the second verse and make sure we get, actually we're gonna do those second verse vocals here on the first verse because we've got our actual guitar playing there as well, so.
Footprints in the snow, will they lead me home? I've given up wondering. I've given up wondering now. Do I know the way? Have I always known? I've given.
Alright, let's double track it.
Have I always known? I've given.
Let's see how that sounds.
Is this a mistake? Can it be a race? I've given up wondering. I've given up wondering now. I hark into your voice, still. I hark into your voice, to your voice, to your voice, still. To your voice, not to your voice.
Okay, I need to redo that first track vocal here.
Hark into your voice, telling me to stay.
Alright, good enough for now. We'll do these properly later. That is the new vocals for the song, and then let's just check verse 2.
Footprints in the snow, will they lead me home? I've given up wondering.
Awesome. All right, cool. So new lyrics in. I think they sound better. I hope it's helpful to see what it's like when you go through the process of writing lyrics and coming up with things that you think are good and then realizing later on, oh, actually, these might not be exactly what should be in this song. And often it can be exactly that, a process of just refining. And in order to get to the end result and the end product and the end song, the final finished song, you have to come up with bad stuff first. Sometimes, it's not always the case, but in this case it was like that for me. And I just had to come up with these bad lyrics in order to unlock and get access to my final good lyrics, which I'm super happy with now. Tomorrow I'm gonna start adding some more synths and working on maybe adding a piano and then doing the final finished lead vocals. But yeah, super fun day today. It was fun hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.